Hi boys and girls, we're going to be doing lesson 10.4 today. So go ahead and get out your math workbook. Open it up to page 671. Today we're going to be reading picture graphs. Alright. How is a bar graph used to show data? So we are going to be reading our picture graphs and trying to interpret the data that those show. Alright, so we're going to use a picture graph to solve the problem, draw or write what you did, to show what you did. So always read your graph before you start. It says red truck seen last week. These are the people that saw the red trucks: Morgan, Terrell, Jasmine, and Carlos. Always read the key. The key says each square stands for one red truck. So every time you see a square, that's how many red trucks you have. So the question is, Morgan made a picture graph to show the number of red trucks that she and her friends saw last week. How many red trucks did the 4 children see last week? So we want to know the total amount of trucks that the 4 friends saw altogether. So to figure that out, we're going to have to count up the total amount of red squares that we see. So let's do that now. 1, 2, 3 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8
boys and girls
plus 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are the total amounts that the 4 children saw. Now we have to add up those amounts together. So 6 plus 3 equals 9. 8 plus 4 equals 12. And when I add those together, I get a total of 21 red trucks that they saw. If you didn't understand this way, all you really had to do was just count the total amount of red ones, and that way would be acceptable too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. All right, let's go ahead and move to the next page, page 672. And we're going to be looking at a bar graph. It says bar graphs use bars to show their data. So instead of a picture graph, we're looking at a bar graph now. So look at where the bars end, okay? So it says children playing games. This is called the y-axis. The y-axis says outdoor games, and the 4 outdoor games that they collected data on were basketball, jump roping, soccer, and tag. And then the x-axis shows us the number of children. So if there was one child that voted for their favorite outdoor game, it would be stopping at this one line. All right, so we're going to use this picture graph, or not picture graph, this bar graph to answer a question. So let's look at basketball. How many students chose basketball as their favorite game? You would slide your finger over, and you can see it stops at the 6. So 6 children like basketball. Jump rope. Slide your finger over, you can see 3 children like jump rope. Soccer. Slide your finger over, you can see 8 like soccer. And for tag, you can see 5 like tag. All right, let's answer question number 1. We're going to use this bar graph to help us. It says marbles in a bag. This represents the numbers of marbles in a bag, and the bottom tells us which colors those marbles are. Number 1, how many green marbles are in the bag? So go to the chart, and it says green, and you're going to follow your finger all the way up, and you can see that 4 green marbles. All right, number 2, how many more blue marbles than purple marbles are in the bag? So we know when we have those key words, we want to find the difference between blue and purple. So let's look at blue first. Blue is 6. And we know we're subtracting. And we're looking at purple, which goes up to the 3. So we're going to subtract 6 minus 3 to find the difference. And we can see that there are 3 more blue marbles. Number 3, how many marbles are in the bag? So all of these marbles are in the bag, so we need to add up all 4 amounts together. So it looks like red has 2, blue has 6, green has 4, and purple has 3. So we want to add up 2 plus 6 plus 4 plus 3. So I'm going to add up 2, 6, 4, and 3. Earlier in the school year, we talked about finding numbers that were easy to add together. With these 4 numbers, I see a 6 and a 4, which equals 10. So I'm going to add those first. And then I'm going to add 10 plus 2 equals 12, and 12 plus 3 equals 13. So there were a total of 13 marbles in the bag. Okay, if you need more time on this page, hit the pause button. We're going to move on. So after you're done filling it in, go ahead and join us. We are moving to page 673. All right. Favorite places to go. We're going to use the bar graph. Always read your graph first. Make sure you understand it. So the categories are the different places. You can go to an aquarium, a zoo, a beach, or a museum. The x-axis shows the number of children. So you would just follow your finger along the bar and see what number it matches up to. Number 4, how many children chose the beach? So we're going to go up to our bar graph. We're going to follow our finger all the way down to the end of the orange. We're going to take a look at that number. How many children chose that beach? Good. 6. Number 5. Which place did the fewest children choose? So fewest always means the smallest amount. All right. So look up at our bars. Which bar is the smallest? And that's going to tell us the fewest amount of children. Good. It's this green museum. Number 6, how many more subtract? Children chose the zoo than the aquarium. So we know when we see those clue words, we know we need to find the difference of those 2. So let's go up to the zoo. How many children voted for the zoo? Very good. 8 children voted for the zoo. And then let's go up to the aquarium because we want to know the difference. So follow that bar along for the aquarium. Very good. There are 4 for the aquarium. So we want to find the difference. So we're going to subtract 8 minus 4. And we can see that we have a total of 4 more children. Number 7. How many children chose a place that was not the zoo? So we had a question like this yesterday. So for this one, we're going to just pretend like the zoo doesn't exist, like almost cross it off in your brain. And we're just going to add up the aquarium, the beach, and the museum totals. So the aquarium went to the 4, the beach went to the 6, and the museum went to the 3. So we want to add up 4 plus 6 plus 3 to find this answer. Be sure you don't add in the zoo because we want to know the total amount of children beside the zoo. So 4 and 6 is that nice 10. 10 plus 3 equals 13. So 13 children chose a place that was not the zoo. Number 8 is a math on the spot question. So if you wanted to get your phone and scan this, you can watch Professor Berger explain this problem. I'll do it with you real quick too. Greg chose a place that has more votes than the aquarium and the museum together. What place did Greg choose? All right, so the clue words there were aquarium and museum. So the aquarium had 4 and the museum had 3. So we have to add up those 2 numbers together. and that equals 7. So 7 total children either voted for the aquarium or the museum. So which one up top, which place up top was the place that he chose because it had more than 7? Was it the aquarium, zoo, beach, or museum that had more than 7? Very good. It was the zoo. The zoo had 8. Okay, that's it for part 1. I'm going to pause this and then start a new film so this one doesn't go too long. So if you need more time on this page, hit the pause button and then you can start up part 2. Talk to you soon.